Hello, everybody. I'm Cinders Vale, the host of Happy Hunting here on Treat TV, and I want to wish everybody a happy spring day. Hopefully, it is spring where you are. And we are going to have a great show today. I have a couple of great guests, and of course, I have Frequency Picnic, my partner in crime here, to give us the latest hunt news, and
Hi, everybody.
lots of fun stuff. And of course, Freq is being a little hard to overlook right now. We'll get to that in a few moments. And of course, as usual, I want to thank our show sponsors, Prim Perfect Publication, Hollywood Real Estate, and Treat TV. Okay, Freq, I can't wait to see what you've been up to since our last show. Where did you get that hair?
Well, I got sort of sidetracked this week by doing almost the entire crazy hair hunt. I had so much fun. I went to all sorts of places that I had never seen before and got all this really crazy hair, only a small bit of which is rezzed out here on our noob heads here. And
so how many hair stores did this involve?
I think all in all, there's somewhere between 65 and 70. I hit almost all of them. There were a couple that were offline at the time. So it's not all that hard to find. The hunt object is a purple glowy sculpey, so it stands out in the environment pretty well. And I just had a blast.
I would say so. What are you wearing right now?
Okay, well, this is from a place called, it was Banana something or other. It was this environment that was, I think, a disco maybe, and it had giant bananas and giant cocktail glasses, and everything was glowing, and it was just fabulous.
Wow, that is really some kind of hair. And what about the samples you rezzed out on the noob heads over there?
Okay, so over here we have just next to me here is the piggy hair and false nose from the censored shop by Cindy Osternatz. And in the middle is the mushroom basket hair, and that comes in a wide array of colors. That's from The Strand by Cecilia Delight. And on the end there, isn't it cute? And on the end is the bird hair from Malise Yiyuan's shop, and I hope I'm saying that right.
Well, Freq, all I can say is if this is just a sample of what you found at 60-plus stores at this crazy hair hunt, my mind just boggles at what else is available out there for this hunt.
Mm-hmm. These are just really the low prim ones that I've rezzed out here on the noob heads. So.
Whoa! So there's even more complicated hair that you can pick up.
Oh, yes. Yep. And there are mesh hairs, and there are hairs with particles, and there are color change and all sorts of great stuff. A lot of just so creative. I was just blown away by how creative some of these objects and hairdos were.
And just like the little birds there that are flapping their wings.
Mm-hmm. Animated, you got it. All kinds of stuff. It really gave me hope for the future of SL hair anyway.
Well, yes, that's something we can all look forward to, especially the guys. They have suffered the most with not having as good a hair as the females here. So if you are into something that's more unique, unusual, that not everybody else is going to be wearing, I would definitely urge you to go start the crazy hair hunt and have some fun. How can you not doing this one?
And these are going to be great for costumes for several years, too, I think.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can plan ahead for next Halloween. There are going to be masquerade balls, I'm sure, held throughout Second Life in the upcoming months. So,
I mean,
go be
I kind of wear this sort of stuff all the time, but most people don't.
Audience, I was saying earlier that I wondered what it would be like to be at a club someplace dancing near Freq while she's wearing the current hair. I just wondered if you kind of had to keep a 5-meter perimeter around her, or otherwise you're going to get whacked with the hair there. But
it's really hard
just such cool hair.
It's really hard to do a head spin with this, I tell you.
I would. Can you walk through most doorways with that?
In SL, sure.
Okay, I'm just checking there just to make sure. Well, I think you had a great deal of fun doing this hunt, and I think everybody else will have fun too.
Yes. Another hunt that I had a lot of fun with was I started the Sanity Falls hunt, and that's run by Mad P Games. And if you've ever done a Mad P hunt before, they are just spectacular. It's this whole immersive environment where there is sound, there is text. You get this little HUD that's sort of like a smartphone, and you get little video clips sent to it when you find the different clues, and it's a murder mystery. You go around the sim
Ooh,
and you find clues to someone's been kidnapped, and you have to find them. And in between finding clues, it sends you to different sims around the grid to collect prizes and more clues. So I started doing that, and it's wonderful. You have to pay 100 lindens to start to get the HUD, but there are 50 different vendors. So it's pretty cheap in
well,
the long run.
well, basically 2 linden per gift item. That's not bad at all.
Exactly.
That
So
is
I really
wonderful.
recommend that.
Oh, cool. Have you had a chance to hit any others or see what's coming up?
Yes, I did a little bit of the Runway Perfect Hunt, and I understand that um, the person behind that hunt is going to be on our show today.
Yes,
Uh,
she is.
Excellent. Yep, I did a little bit of that. Got behind us. I had stuck up a few product pictures from things, and the first row on the top are just a few little things that I found from that hunt. With a lot of great fashion items, and
Ooh,
I recommend that. And those prices are free. They're a little tricky to find. I was challenged.
wow. But it sounds like that could be really a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely high quality stuff.
Great. Well, and I know right now we're kind of in that middle period where a lot of the Easter hunts are going to be ending and a lot of hunts will be starting later on this month. Then, of course,
Hmm.
then we jump into the ones starting in May. Have you seen anything that you're kind of looking forward to?
I think, well, the Sanity Falls hunt runs until June 1st, so that sort of bridges things a little bit. And, that would take some effort to get through, so that would keep a lot of people busy. I didn't really see anything that totally caught my eye coming up, but I'm sure that if I hadn't been so distracted by crazy hair, um, I might have had more time to look around.
Okay. Does this mean now that you picked up all of this free hair from the crazy hair, you are also deleting some older stuff out of your inventory? Or am I
Oh,
speaking
no,
in
no, no, no.
sacrilege? Oh, okay. All right, just double checking here, just making sure.
I, no, I will delete, but I usually put things in boxes.
Okay. All right, I understand that. Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun doing these hunts, and there's going to be lots more coming up this spring that we'll be reporting on. And Freak gets the job of exploring all of these hunts and seeing what's out there. And of
That's a
course,
great job.
oh, yes, really sweet job. And of course, viewers, all of the information about the hunts that Freak has told you about today will be on our Happy Hunting blog at happyhuntingtv.wordpress.com. And right now, we are going to head into our first break. And then when we come back, we will be interviewing our first guest, which will be Owsley Resident. All right, stay with us.
Radio Real is an internet public radio station with multiple streams on the air daily. We play an extensive variety of music for listeners with eclectic taste, from early music to Victoriana, big band and folk, plus drama and special programs. For more details, visit radioreal.org.
The best things in life are free.
Well, hello, Happy Hunters. We are back with Happy Hunting, the show for hunts and hunters on the Second Life grid. And in this part of the show, I'm very pleased to have as my guest Owsley Resident, or otherwise known as Owsley the Grouch, who is the hunt organizer for a wonderful hunt here that's going to be starting soon, the Foolish Hunt. Welcome, Owsley.
Hello, nice to be here.
Well, I'm sure happy to have you here. And what can you tell our viewers about your hunt?
Well, I wanted to start a hunt for April that was kind of different, so I chose April Fools. And it's basically just any jokes or silliness and any pranks you want to do.
Well, that certainly fits in with April quite well, considering the weather most of us have been having. And how did you get started doing hunts?
Oh my gosh, I am a hunt addict. So I saw my favorite shops like joining hunts, and I was hunting all the time, every month, and I just wanted to organize my own.
Well, that sounds like an ambition you have certainly fulfilled here. And for our viewers, if they start your hunt, well, why don't you tell them how they can get started with your hunt, the where, the when, and what they're looking for?
Well, the starting point will be Birdie Main Store, and you can get this literal from the blog. And the hunt item will be a gesture hat. It's really cute. Um, that's about it.
And can you give us the name of your blog?
The name of the blog is earlybirdhunts.blogspot.com.
Cool. And is this the first hunt you've done, or have you done a bunch, or are you planning more?
Yes, this is the first hunt I've done, and I am planning more, lots more.
Oh, okay. So viewers, you need to keep checking her blog and see what will be coming up, because I definitely, when I saw her hunt poster, I went, oh, that looks like that could be really fun and cool. And I like the idea that it's something very lighthearted for everyone to do. About how many participating stores do you have lined up or are lined up?
We have around 64.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah,
Now, your hunt is going to be starting on April 14th and runs to May 14th, correct?
correct.
Okay, that's great for our viewers because this episode will air on April 13th, so that will be absolutely perfect. And just, I like finding out about my guests a little bit. When did you discover Second Life, or what brought you in?
It's about a year ago. I just heard about Second Life, and I love games. I'm a big gamer, and I just wanted to check it out. And I loved it. I was hooked ever since.
It's pretty easy to get hooked here. I mean, you could spend all of your time just exploring Sims, and you'll never hit every single one.
Oh yeah.
Not a bit. Now, I have noticed that everything you do does seem to be rather oriented with birds. I take
Yeah,
it you love birds in real life, and you brought that into Second Life.
I do. I really do. They're beautiful, and I love hearing them chirp and all that, and waking up to them in the morning and stuff like that.
Well, I think it makes you a very upbeat person, and I think you are somebody who has definitely jumped into Second Life and just decided I am really going to get active and involved, and organizing a hunt definitely takes active involvement, organization, and determination to see it through all to the end and make the hunters happy.
Oh yes.
Well, I think you've done a lot in the time you've been in here for all of this, and I am definitely going to be looking forward to watching what comes up with your hunts. Now, do you have a hunt group that people can join to keep informed?
I do. It's called Early Bird Hunts, and it's actually in my profile if you want to join. And that will just be, I'll be sending notices about just anything like blog post updates and stuff like that.
Well, that sounds like that will be great for all of our hunters, because I know there are many like you who admit to being, I believe the phrase is huntaholics, who just
Yes.
keep doing them and love doing them. And I think
Mhm.
you will do a great deal to make a lot of people happy with your hunt items. And I can't wait to do it myself. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I've already gotten it written on my calendar, so I'm hoping, viewers, that you're doing the same, that the Foolish Hunt starts on April 14th and is going to go until May 14th. And is there anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers about yourself or any upcoming hunts you might be planning?
Well, I wanted to grab just everyone to, because some people are left out. Like some focus on other people and some focus on this and that. And so I am planning on doing like men only hunts or kid only hunts or just et cetera, et cetera. Just anything like that. So everyone can get involved. So like no one's left out. And the foolish hunt is actually for anyone to join. So you'll find a lot of like different stories in there, and some are new. And so I'm really looking forward to it. Like I already saw some of the prize previews, and they look awesome.
Well, I think viewers don't miss this hunt. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a different slant on a hunt. You will just have a blast doing this hunt. So be sure to check her blog that she listed here. And of course, all the information that Owsley just gave you about the Foolish Hunt is going to be on the Happy Hunt blog, at happyhuntingtv.wordpress.com. And I really am looking forward to doing your hunt, Owsley, and I am definitely looking forward to doing many more of them.
I'm glad. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it myself too.
All right. Well, I am grateful that you were able to come to the show today, and especially on hopefully a lovely spring day wherever you live.
Yes.
Here we had hail, so we won't go into that.
Aw.
Well, thank you for being on the show. It was great to have you, and I really do hope that you will be a return guest.
I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
All right. Thank you again. All right, when we come back from our next short break, my next guest is going to be Morgane Bastista, and she is going to be telling us about her hunt, the Runway Perfect Hunt Edition 2. So stay with us, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
When does it start?
Every Tuesday night, Doctor, at the same time, 7 p.m. Pacific, each week.
And what happens?
The Tiny's Cat and Emo open, and they are the most hilarious opening act anywhere.
I see. Yes, and then?
Oh my God, the show is so funny. We have the intelligentsia of Second Life on, and they are brilliant. It's great. The audience is the best in Second Life.
What else, Pookie?
My co-host is this amazingly gorgeous wolf.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
No problem at all, Doctor. I want you on the show. I'll do anything to get a great panelist.
Hello, viewers. We are back with Happy Hunting, the show for hunts and hunters on the Second Life grid. For this section of the show, I'm very pleased to say that my hunt organizer guest is Morgane Bastista, who is the organizer for the Runway Perfect Hunt Edition 2. And as soon as I saw her poster, I thought, oh, I've got to have her on. And this is going to be a great hunt for those of us who would like to do a little upgrading of our avatar or the look. So I'm very happy she was able to be with us here today. Welcome, Morgane.
Hi, thank you.
Now, for the Runway Perfect Hunt, I know that it's going to run from April 1st to the 30th, but how did you come up with the idea for the hunt?
Well, being a model and cosmaker, especially as model, we want items that could be useful while hunting to use on a runway, having high quality, and we rarely see the top designers doing hunts. because they're so busy. So I was so lucky to have like top designers that all the models loves, and some designers that the models don't know as much to make them discover them. And we want top quality. So it's really a hunt that the models or people that want to be a model can do and get great items to help build their model inventory, I can say.
Well, I certainly would agree with that, and I have been greatly admiring the outfit you have on.
It's great, yes. It's from Chris Hadley Ghost, who owns CHG. He's in the crowd right now. He did the version called Audrey, and there's a male version that comes with it.
Oh, so there's also hunt gifts for the male members of our viewership.
Of course, there's unisex gifts. There's also female and male gifts. So there's prizes for everybody.
Well, that is just going to be so much fun. Now, for anyone who would like to start your hunt, what should they do and where should they go?
They should go to my store, as it's the starting location. I have a prize, my prize, that is hidden somewhere in the studio. So if people come around, they can find it and get the landmark to the second location. I have a group that people can get the the link for the hints in the group profile. So they just need to click it. Well, put it in their viewer and get the hints.
Now, Morgane, for people who are going to be doing your hunt, what kind of a hunt object should they be looking for?
It is like a runway floor. It's black with silver, two silver stripes on the sides. So it looks like a runway floor. And you can find it in the studio here. You're going to see how it looks like. And if you go to the blog that shows the hints, there's a picture on top of the post that shows what you have to look for.
Okay, viewers, there you go. Now you know what to hunt for. Now, I also noticed that this is your second runway hunt.
Yes.
So is this going to be a yearly tradition that we can all look forward to?
I'm thinking about a semi-annual because the first one was in October and this one in April. And there's designers that are already asking to be in the next hunt. So I'm thinking of making it 2 times a year.
Well, that's quite a compliment to you that they are very happy with the way you run your hunts and that they are very pleased with how everything has gone for them. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without the designers, my management team, and of course the hunters that comes back. I have people that stayed in the group from the first hunt edition and stayed until the second one so they wouldn't miss it. So that's awesome.
Okay, hunters, I think some of you are going to have to decide what old groups you don't hardly do anything with and join some of these new hunt groups and keep informed with what's going to be coming up. And I've been admiring Morgane's outfit here and her whole look, and I admit I would like to do a little upgrading myself, so I'm going to be doing the runway hunt. So I think you should too. And of course, there are some of us who are still running around with newbie skin. I kind of think this would be a great hunt for those of you there. Just a little upgrading. Come on, you can let go of the newbie skin and the 501 jeans and the newbie shoes. It's time for a new look. It is the 21st century, folks. And I think my studio audience would agree with that. Now, Morgane, I'm looking forward to doing your hunt. Is there anything else you would like to tell our viewers?
I would like to tell viewers that this hunt is incredible to run, and I love uh, sharing the stores with them and to make them discover, because it's a hunt based for models, but I'd say that at least 60 to 70% of the hunters are in that models. So they love to get really high quality items, and it's a pleasure for me to offer that for everybody and to put grid wide so everybody can come. And I'm always up to help for the hunters when they need help, and when they finish the hunt they get a special tag if they stay in the group, so they have the little Runway Perfect tag just like me.
Well, I think that is a wonderful little thing to do for the hunters, and I know that a lot of them are going to be eagerly running and doing your hunt as soon as possible. And I thank you for being such a wonderful guest, and I wish I had known you when I first came into SL and tried to walk around in using an AO, and I am embarrassed to know, I freely admit I bounced off of a lot of walls because I didn't know how to use the thing. You would have saved me from a lot of ricochets off of walls.
I'm sure I would. I love to help new avatars. Sometimes when I find one, I take them under my wing and help them style and find their skin and all. So I always love to help.
Well, I think that is just indicative of what a great person you are and that you do care so much about the hunts and that the hunters are happy. And I'm
Thank
really
you.
happy, and I'm so happy you could be with us here today. And just like Owsley, I hope that you will be a return guest.
Oh, would be with a pleasure.
All right, so let me know when you've got the next hunt ready to go, and we will get you back here.
Great.
Okay, well, thank you again for being on Happy Hunting. And of course, viewers, all of the information about the Runway Perfect Hunt will be on our Happy Hunting blog at happyhuntingtv.wordpress.com. And that is just about it for this show. I want to thank my guests, Owsley and Morgane, for being here with us. And you may have noticed that we did not do Where in the World is Mark Twain White this week. For those of you who watched our last episode, you are very aware that Marky seems to have attracted the attention of a certain female admirer. I would say from the fact that Marky has been hiding out somewhere on the grid from his wannabe girlfriend, and Mark Twain White is trying to track him down. This should be an interesting, shall we say, Second Life soap opera that we can all watch from afar. Okay, but we will have Mark Twain White's Where in the World Mark Twain White segment for our next episode. And in the meantime, be sure to join us here at the Treat TV studio on April 13th when this episode would be broadcast. We would love to have you here, and of course, we hope our guests and their supporters will be here with us to watch the episode air. So for right now, that is all the news from Happy Hunting. We will look forward to seeing you at our next taping. And in the meantime, have a great weekend and happy hunting. Bye for now.
You